Greetings and welcome back. With you as always is Mike Broadbeck. In the last video I showed you how to place and receive a call, and in this video I am going to show you other basic call handling features. So features like sending a call to voicemail or holding a call, transferring, conferencing, and muting. So let's get right to it. The first thing we'll do is send a call to voicemail. So we'll use the ignore button. And the reason you would do that is, maybe you just don't have a moment to take that call and you don't want to listen to the phone ring. So I'll call into the system right now. You see me alerting this phone, and I'm going to hit the ignore button. And when I hit that ignore button, this call will cover to voicemail, and you will no longer hear that ring. And as soon as the caller enters voicemail, it will leave your display. So right now I've just entered voicemail on the far end, and the call is gone from your display. Okay, so on the next one, we'll hold a call. So I'll call back in, and I'll press the answer. Now notice when I press the answer, the hold button is conveniently right under the answer button. Okay, so I've answered the call, and now I want to put that call on hold. And now the call is on hold, and you can tell the call is on hold because the button that's mapped to the appearance right next to it flashes green very quickly. So that call is held. To retrieve that call, all I have to do is press that same button, and I am now reconnected to the call. So that is holding a call. So next, we'll move on to transferring a call. Transferring a call is pretty simple, and it works just like on any other phone. I will answer the call, and I will hit the transfer button, and now I will put in the number that I want to transfer it to. We'll wait for that call to complete, and when that call completes, then I can transfer the call. So you'll see that I get a complete option to complete the transfer. And now that call is gone. The phone that I called in with is now talking to the person that I transferred them to. So that is pretty simple. I'm going to do that again just to point one thing out. Okay, so I've answered this call. I'm going to hit the transfer button. I'm going to transfer it to the number that I want to send it to. This could be an external number or an internal extension. It works the same both ways. So now that that call is connected to the second caller, I can hit the complete button to release it. Or I can stay on and talk to the person at the far end to facilitate a warm transfer. Just tell them who's calling or what have you, whatever you have to accomplish, whatever information you have to get to that person. And then I can hit complete, and that call is released. And now those two parties are talking and no longer on one of my call appearances. Okay, so conferencing works much the same way. So I will call in, answer, and now when I hit conference, I can call the number I want to transfer it to. Wait for it to complete, or connect, actually, it's a better word. And then I can hit the conference button, and you'll notice now it says conference 100. Conferences start numerically from 100 and then count up. So I am in conference 100 currently with the three parties that I had connected. So I'll hang that up, and now you can see that there are only two parties connected, myself and the person that I had conferenced in originally. So I will end this call simply by lifting and dropping the plunger. It's as easy as that. Muting a call is just as you would expect. This is your mute button. You will hit this to mute a call. So I will call back in. I will answer this call, and then I'll hit the mute button. And now the far end that just called and that I answered cannot hear me. Okay, so this is useful for obvious reasons. You're on a large conference call and you don't want any background noise bleeding into the call. And the way to be polite is to mute your phone. I will point out, though, that if we switch audio path, okay, to speaker, for example, notice that mute goes away. All right, so I'd have to remute. And if I move it back to headset, same thing. I would have to remute again. So keep that in mind. that you have to hit the mute button again if you move your audio path. Okay, and then to hang up a call, we just hit the drop button, or you can lift the plunger and set it down, and that will hang up the call as well. Those are the base call functions on a 9608, or really any phone on this platform. And we'll go over it with the other phones that are available in other videos. But thanks for joining me, and hopefully that was descriptive enough. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video.